Hi there, I just thought I'd make a really quick video about First LEGO League 2018. We have just received the FLL Into Orbit box, and if you were on our Facebook page you would have seen us do a live unboxing. Make sure you check the description, check our profile page for the Facebook page, and then you'll be up to speed with all the stuff that we do in Creator Academy. So let's have a look at the contents of the box. Okay, here we have the friction pads, which are great for keeping our items on the tables. Now, here are our non-numbered bags, and if this is the first time you've done First LEGO League, you'll have a whole bunch of bags with numbers on them. For example, here's 5, but then there are also some bags that don't have numbers on them, and then they're usually used for a whole bunch of different models. Ooh, there's another really cool piece in here I wanted to show you. Here, this is a massive axle. It's about 30 odd modules long, maybe 36 modules long, 32 modules. When you're creating your FLL models, you try to make it a team building effort, because when you have an FLL team, sometimes you might divide the team up into builders and coders and planners. And what we like to do is, after a couple of weeks of doing some teamwork exercises, we would get together to build these FLL models together. And here we have some unnumbered bags, which is sort of like in the middle of the big table that you might have in your classroom, which turns into a bit of a communal kind of area where you can grab the pieces that you need. And it's great to have some banter and talk about the models as each pair or each team of 3 inside your actual team is building the models. So here, before we move on to the other bags, we have some balls here. What I've noticed about these is they're a lot larger and maybe slightly more awkward to hold on to if you started off with say the education robot, the basic robot that you build with EV3. It's going to be very difficult to manipulate this ball in a robust kind of way, because the kind of manipulating arm is very small, and holding this ball is quite challenging. You need to be able to have some sort of claw that might be big enough to hold on to it. It has to be very accurate, or you might want to sweep it into some sort of container. Or you might want to dribble it. You might just have a C shape in front of your robot or on the side of your robot as an attachment, and you dribble it to and fro to where you need it to go. I haven't read the rules yet, but I'm going to definitely read up on the rules and analyze all the different objectives. Along with my class, of course. I don't want to take everything apart now. I want to make sure that my students enjoy opening these models up, and also putting them together and going through the objectives together. Another thing that's really cool is this bow, this large bent piece with teeth in the middle. So we're looking at some curved gear racks, which would make some really interesting models. And I love having just interesting little mechanics to be sprinkled throughout the FLL maps, and it really inspires the students as they're building. And then we've got some flexible hoses as well, and then the rest of them are just, you know, beams and system parts. So I'll put these away and let's go to the next bag. Here we have bag 1. So there are 10 numbered lots of bags in the kit. And if you have 10 students in your team, which is the maximum number of students you can have in an FLL team, then you would probably assign one number for each student, and they would use the instructions that are on the FLL website to build the model that they're assigned to. Here we have an astronaut and some interesting parts in here. Whole bunch of gears and beams. and more astronaut parts. So this must be some sort of space station kind of storyline. Of course, the topic is into orbit, so it'll be really interesting to see how they expand on the Mars missions that comes along. That came along with the original kit, of course, as an expansion. But still, it's great to follow on from that Mars theme because we were working on that last term. So this would be a great kind of extension on that. Okay, so this is bag lot number 2. So number 1 and number 2, both the bags look like they're quite densely packed models. About average size objectives. I won't crinkle the bags too much because it makes quite a lot of noise with this. I'm not wearing the wireless camera today. Wireless microphone today. But something I really want to show you on bag number 2 is that there is this red gear part. This red gear with a smooth hole in the middle. Most gears usually have a cross hole for the axle to spin the gear. Having a smooth circular hole in the middle means that this gear can rotate independently of the axle. I've seen a lot of this in the gearbox, in the transmission of the Bugatti Chiron model. It's a very complex piece of gear, and I love seeing what they can do with this model and with this mechanic. Okay, so now this is probably the largest objective in the kit at the moment. It's bag number 3. Now bag 3 has a whole bunch of transparent container pieces, and I know what obstacle this is. Just to spoil it a little bit for you, there's a bit of a containment facility for your astronauts. I'm not sure if your objective is to put astronauts into the facility or to take them out of the facility, but that's the kind of model objective that this is going to make. There's a lot of very robust square frame pieces, a lot of cylindrical pieces as well. This looks like the largest model. You probably want to give it to your most talented builder, just so that everybody finishes around about the same time towards the 1 hour mark of your lesson when you're doing your team building. But yeah, model number 3 looks like it's a doozy. 5 bags, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, bag number 4 is 2 bags and lots of small fiddly little pieces. I haven't seen the models, as I said earlier, but I think that this would be quite challenging as well, quite fiddly. There's a lot of one-sided gears and a lot of other axles and beams, so and connectors. There's stacks and stacks of connectors. I wonder if these connectors are shared with any of the other models, but if not, then number 4 looks like it's quite a densely packed model. Someone older with stronger fingers would probably be best suited to build this model. Bag 5, very similar to number 4. There's some really nice purple bricks in here. If you're a fan of making really flashy, awesome looking robots for your FLL matches, then having some extra purple bricks will definitely set your robot apart in the future FLL match. And there's lots and lots of axles and connectors in here as well. When you're building FLL, you can never have too many axles and connectors, so this is going to be fantastic as an addition to any school that wants to build bigger and better FLL robots. I'm really tempted to get a second box of Into Orbit, actually, because there's a lot of really great parts in here. There's a lot of system bricks in number 5, so the younger students in your team will probably be able to build it, but you'll probably need to pair them up with someone older. There is quite a lot of parts here. It's probably the 3rd largest bag in the set. Here we have bags 6, 7 and 8. These are all very small objectives, so these would be good for some of the the coders or the planners in your team who are probably not so keen on building, or someone who is a bit slower in building, they can take any of these bags. Or maybe one of your really talented students, or your top 2 or 3 students can pair together to build these ones really quickly. So number 6 in particular has a lot of transparent circular pieces. I'm not sure if they are objectives that you need to collect, or maybe they're a marker of some sort. Either way, lots of great pieces all around. And finally we have 8, 9 and 10. So 8 is probably the smallest, someone who's really quick with some other models could probably build 8 as well. At the same time, lots of little bits, but probably not too much of a challenge. 9 and 10 also, if you have less students, maybe if you have 6 or 7 students in your team, then you can probably hand these to the students who build really quickly. Those are all the bags. With the map, I will provide a link to visit the FLL site to see the map when it gets released. I don't want to unfurl it now. I want my students to be able to cut it open and unroll it on the mission table. I think it's really important for them to feel like they're starting something new, and have that kind of involvement in this mission. So I'm not going to take any of the bags apart, but we will be making more videos, and especially with our dry runs and things like that, I'm sure it's going to be very exciting. So thanks very much for watching our unboxing of Into Orbit in 2018. See you later, keep on creating.